What's up, guys? This is Jimmy, also known as Jumanji 1776. This is your weekly swing recap for the week of August, August 9th through the 13th, August 9th through the 13th. I'm doing this video a little late here. I had a couple things going on this past weekend, so I didn't really have time to make the video. So today is actually August 18th, but I'm going to be on track making the videos this weekend. I wanted to make sure that I go over some of the plays we did last week. Last week was a little quiet as far as plays and opening positions. This week, just giving you a heads up, the next video is going to have quite some content. It's not like we didn't make any money last week. I just didn't open a lot of plays. In fact, I actually ended up just keeping a lot of the plays that I had. Took a loss on a play, made a good amount of money on another, opened up some really interesting plays. So, but yeah, okay. So here is our website, Option Goats trading website. If you go down here and you go to free membership, this will take you to the Discord. If you sign up for the OG Prime membership, you get the Prime chat, the OG education, the OG Flowbot, mod, our own trade ideas, and then you also get the general chat as well, just like the free membership. If you use the code SPRING30, this code would get you $30 per month for 3 months instead of having to pay $60 for 3 months. $60 per month for every 3 months. Make sure to hit like and subscribe on the video and check out our other YouTube videos that we have here. I make a video every week, go over some of the trades that I make, mostly the trades that I make. And I every now and then make a crash course on videos or on plays that I do. Right now, I love to sell call spreads. So I like to sell premium. That's my #1 strategy. And I haven't had to put money into my account since then. So does it work? I think so. Do I like to go long on stuff like buying calls, buying puts? Probably not. Another great feature, here's the Discord we have right here. Another great feature is that you get all these bots. So like, for instance, the scalping bot, if like, let's say you're a day trader, like this tells you that it's going to be a bullish reversal, tells you the symbol, tells you the entry, tells you if you're going long or short, tells you the target, stop loss, and also tells you the potential profit. So that's if you're a day trader, you're like, I want to be a day trader, I'm gonna use the bot here. I mean, these spit out like 40 or 50 plays a day, repeated flow right down here. So this gives you a really good idea of what's being bought in high volume in the early morning. This is really good if you are a day trader or even a swing trader. This gives you a lot of really good ideas. And then also our bullseye bot. So like, let's take our latest bullseye bot here. It's on ADI. Whoops, not ADI. Oh, it just made a new one. Baidu, 140 strike, buy the put. The volume's right there. The OI is right there. If we hit this link, if you're an OG Prime member, you can click on this link and it'll tell you how that play is doing. So here's the play. Here's the stock, right? Baidu's been coming down a lot, and it gives you the history on it. Let's go back to an old one because it'll give you a little bit more information. So for instance, on this one, looks like this play is, oh, it's still showing 0-0. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's check out this play. 0.2, but I'm just saying, basically what I'm saying is that max loss, it was at minus 65%. Now you're about break even. So this is a play that a bullseye bot made a couple days ago. And so this was last Friday actually. And so it tracks the play that you do. So moving on. All right. And then just an FYI, if you haven't used our Discord server before, I also play, I have my trading view attached to Jimmy's alerts right down here, Jimmy's short alerts. And it just gives you signals on stocks that are giving me ideas for alerts on what to sell call spreads on. Because again, I do a lot of sell call spreads. So looking at this deal, or not this deal, looking at the chart, let's go over some of the plays that we had last week. So let's see, on last Monday, we opened a call spread on race. We sold the call spread. My alert went off for 220. I think it was 220 or 222.50. My alert went off for 222.50. We sold premium for $127. Our max loss is 123. I'm going to show you updated up until today because tomorrow and the day after is going to give me You know, a little bit, I'm going to give you a little bit more information since I am a couple days late on making the video. This is for 8/27 expiration. So what that means is that like on 8/27, this is the expiration date. So what I need the stock to do is I need the stock to be under 220 by 8/27, or at least do some type of leg down. You know, if we meet the 200 SMA on race and we get down to about 215, 216, we're going to be able to cash out, you know, 50, 60% on the play. So again, we collected a premium of $127. So if we can get out with 60, 70, $80, especially if it crosses or comes down below the 200 SMA, we can find ourselves coming out nice and profitable from there. Do I think if it passes the 200 SMA, is it going to come lower and then come back up? You know, if it passes the 200 SMA, it does a really good job of either cutting through or using it as some type of bounce. Like as you can see here, it's consolidated around the 200 SMA, right around this area. So I wouldn't be surprised if this 200 SMA just keeps going up and then the stock ends up just consolidating around it. So it better be safe if we hit the 200 SMA that we end up just taking our money out, taking the profits there. Yeah, it might be the August 27th expiration. So it gives us a good amount of time, but we don't want to find ourselves doing, you know, this kind of number, right? Because then if we're back to where we were here, I mean, we sold the premium when it was already here. This is kind of where we want to be as far as premium goes, right? We want to make the money here, right? This is where we want to make the money, down here. We don't make money here. We don't make money here. Make the money down here. So that's something to keep in mind. Looking at race, I really like this play. This is on Ferrari. So race is the ticker for Ferrari. You know, autos are becoming more scarce. So as far as business goes, I don't think it's doing as well as they can be. But as far as like inventory goes, that's kind of where the worldwide issue is, right? Like everybody's having a hard time getting inventory. For instance, like BMW is having a really hard time getting inventory into their dealerships. So same thing with like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and whatnot. So really like this play. I'm still holding on to it. Obviously today, if I made this video Friday, I'd be like, oh man, I'm losing money on this. Like this isn't going well. But today is Wednesday and right now it's under 220. So yeah, I'm a happy camper. Let's see. So I did a play on Guild. This was a so this was a very, very, very cheap play. This was just a play I made, right? I just made it because, oh, and then real quick on race, you can see that resistance right here, right? Pops up, comes down, pop, pop, reject, 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 reject. This one's a pop and it's already back down. So do I think it's going to go lower? Yes, I feel pretty good about race. So let's go to Guild. So Guild was just a cheap play I wanted to make. As you can see, it likes to pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop up, come down. Right here, this might actually be now the play. But the reason why I'm not going to be shorting any more healthcare is because right now the Delta variant is going rampant, right? We're getting a lot of news about COVID going up. Not sure if it's part of the Delta. Maybe it is part of Delta. Who knows what's really going on? But we do know for one thing is that Pfizer, Moderna, and Guild, Regeneron, all of the healthcare stocks are popping right now, right? All the healthcare stocks are absolutely popping. So what did I do on this play? So Guild, I buy the put, vertical spread. I buy the 69, which is way down here, and then sell the 68.50. It was for 820, which is for this Friday. So I only have a couple days. I would need the stock to come right back down. But again, we only paid, the play was only $12. So, you know, that's a tenth of what I usually play, or maybe a fifth of what I usually play. When I use $50 or $100 in collateral or premium to buy, and on this one, I sold a spread that was only $50 apart. It was only $12, so I would have been able to at least triple my money. But again, if it didn't work out, it was going to be just a $12 play. If we look at the time that I shorted this, see right here, it was hitting this alert, and so I thought, you know, if it came back down, we'd be able to make some money on it. But of course, we're looking at the stock right now, and it's popped, right? Because again, most healthcare stocks right now are popping. So if an alert goes off and my Jimmy short alerts and it's for a healthcare stock, I'm most likely not going to short it. Anything but healthcare right now is a good play to short, except Yeah, like I said, healthcare. So you don't want to do that. It was hitting in resistance, which I really liked, but again, just a play that didn't work out, but that's how much I was willing to lose. $12. Is that a lot? No. Is that's like a tenth of what I'm using, and the profit would have been it would have been a very nice, just small play. Didn't work out. Again, just $12. Moving on to the next play. So this was the last swing trade I made. Oh, this is for this week, so I'm not going to go over that. Let's go over some of the plays that I did close out last week. So here's the ninth. None of these I closed. Let's see, what else did I close? Oh, Jenny, that's right, GENI. So GENI, wow. Okay, so wow, I haven't looked at this since I closed it. My gosh, I got out of this literally at the perfect time. So let's see, I think I got this play. Let's see, I'm trying to think when I got this. So let's do this. Oh man, it's going to be a little ways back. Let's do this. Let's see, there's some of my, oh, there it is. 6/17. So this was June. Wow, I got the right amount of time. Okay, so 6/17. All right, I know what the play is, so I can just explain that as I do it. So this is what happened, 6/17. All right, so 6/17. So we short an iron condor. So this was a play that I gave a really good amount of time, and I was really thinking that the stock was going to pass 20, and yet it didn't, by the looks of it. So we got in here on 6/17. What did we do? We made an iron condor. So if you haven't got to that part of your options adventure yet, an iron condor is basically just a credit spread on both sides where there's a space in between the sold legs. So for instance, we sold the 20 put, right? And then we bought the 1750 put, right? So right there is a put credit spread. And then we sold the 2250 call, and then we bought the 25 call. So that's a call spread right up there. That means, what that means is that we were looking for the stock to be in this green area at any point between literally June all the way until September, right? Because were they September? I don't think they were September. Were they September? No, they were in September. Why is there a line there? Let's take this line out because this is not right. There's a reason why I had to close it because it was this week. So anyways, so the stock, all right, so this is what the stock looked like before. So let's look at what I was seeing before I made the play, right? So let's kind of go through this real quick. So this was the stock, right? Coming up, coming up, coming up. So here's our area right here, this area. Look how many times look how much time, excuse me, I should say, how much time, not how many times, how much time it has spent in this area, right? Here, 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 a pretty good amount of time, right? So when I made this play, I thought, okay, this is a pretty good area that I think the stock is going to find itself. Now, looking back at the play, really the area that it spent itself in was between 1750 and 20. If I had to go back, I would have brought down the legs 2.5, right? So let's go forward. So the stock goes up, comes down. Now we're totally out of the spread, right? I'm losing money now. We're going up. Okay, now Jenny starts to come up. And it hits 19. Look at this. So this is where I had to reevaluate, and I was like, man, do I want to take the chance? On August 13th, with only a week left to go, with the Iron Condor, I'm at plus, let's see. I was plus, let's make sure, where am I? Oh, there I am. So I was plus $58 right here. This was a play that cost 50 bucks. This is just one of my plays that I've had for quite some time. And it popped here to almost 20, popped here almost to 20, came all the way down to 14. This was not good. Came all the way down to 14, popped. It hit 19 for the first time with 2 weeks left in the spread. And I thought to myself, like, okay, like, let's reevaluate here. We're up about 30% on the play. We've got, it's hitting a resistance 19. It hit the resistance again right here. And look at this. It wasn't a pretty one. We popped, hit, came down, hit again. I mean, like really fast, and came down. This right here, this was the area I was thinking to myself, like, okay, This is not good. We've hit it 1, 2, 3, and we're not able to break it. And I can't believe I let it go 3 times. I would have just closed it here. But let's go forward now. That's where I exited, right? So this is where I exited. Now look at the stock. I'm below, that would have been below 1750. I'd be at a max loss right now. I'd be at a max loss right now with 2 days left. So I was able to get out of this with 30%, no, excuse me, it's not right, 76% profit right here when I actually got out of the money. So I was able to double my money plus 15 bucks. I'm very, very happy with the, no, not that one. Sorry. 68 bucks, 35%. I was able to get out with 35%. Max of reward would have been like 200 bucks, but that's okay. We were still able to get out 35% on a play that only cost us 50 bucks. That gave us like 60 days of legroom. So this is a play that I really, really liked, made money at the end. This was kind of a play that I just had open during this time, and the stock kind of went up, came back up, and this is where we got out. Would I make the play again? Yeah, actually, I mean, maybe today, honestly. I mean, do I think the stock's going to go back up to this area? Probably. Should I make it maybe the 1750 legs and just sell the put premium down here? Probably. That's probably a better way to go. But already looking at some of the alerts that I have today, maybe I'll go over a couple. Let's go over Zim and Upstart. Those are good ones. So here's Zim. So it looks like I had my alert up here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over my alerts. Let's just do that. No, so okay, so it looks like it hit this real fast and came back down. I've already missed the morning, so at this point, all I'm doing is just going over some alerts. I'm gonna reset that alert to see what happens next time it hits that. If it looks like okay, so Upstart kept going, I'm just gonna send an alert if it breaks the all-time high there. WMT, so Walmart, Wally World. Wow, yes. Okay, so this I really like. This I really like. When I see the stock is, when it hits, comes down, hits, comes down, hits, comes down, hit came down this morning too. This would have been a beautiful short. Selling like 150, 250, and 150. I'm going to reset my alert back up here. So let's look at PFE. I'm long PFE. I'll go over that play next time, but I am long PFE, especially with the Delta variant coming up. So that's something to take in consideration. I'm going to go here on Upstart. You know what? I am going to set that alert on Pfizer just because I have the 70 calls, but again, I'll go over that next week. PFE. Oh, let's go over Microsoft. Microsoft has been absolutely mooning. All right, so I got that one already set, and then let's get Salesforce. See, this would have been a nice short. Look at that. See, I like it when stocks do this. Salesforce loves to do this. I don't know why. It's starting to act like a Visa, like Walmart type stock. It doesn't really, I mean, it moves in waves, but once it's like consolidating, it loves to consolidate. So I'm going to mark a new high right here for CRM. So cool beans. Awesome. Quick shout out to Pickle Rick. He's killing it, doing bot calls, his own calls, and same with Warren Buffett. He's been making a lot of good good ideas. He's solidified my Pfizer call that I wanted to consider taking today. So that one made me happy. So going over the profits page, we were green on DIA. I'm red on that today. We got money out of Jenny. We're green still in CMCA, and we are also still green on race. So just updating some of those plays that we had. Warren Buffett just killing it, 73% with Snap, and then making 57% on Fastly last week on Monday, hitting the ground running. He made a good amount of money on CLF of 47%. And he made $201, 158% on, what is that? FCO, PCO, oh no, PDO, there we go, nice. DOO making 88% on DOO there. And there's when I was out of Jenny, so we got out of that play 35%, so really happy with that play. Warren Buffett, Upstart, 55% on Upstart, nice, really liking that. Making 36% on AMD, really liking that too. And making 120% on DDOG. I mean, look at this, crazy. Crazy. DDOG, this is when DDOG popped majorly that day. Excuse me. Look at this. Oops, I didn't spell it right. DDOG, this was this day. He made that on that day. It was an ER play that he did. I don't do ER plays. Warren Buffett has a very large account, so he kind of can do whatever he wants. He does some ER plays. This one, he definitely, I mean, that popped. Look at that, 120% on that move. Crazy. Good job, Warren. That's about it, you know, for that week. Like I said, it was a little quiet. I personally, as far as the market goes, it just kind of, like, let's look at it. I mean, let's look at SPY real quick. I mean, this is what the week was last week. It was from here to the 13th. So we consolidated, kind of consolidated, mooned, and then consolidated. So out of that whole week, we really only got one move, and the rest of the week was just flat. So if you had bought calls or puts, you're just burning premium and losing money. So looking at the Dow Jones, though, Dow Jones was getting a little bit more move, but I was the only one that it was in Dow Jones, but I was shorting it, right? So consolidating, popped, not liking these pops, and then came back down. Let's look at the Russ. So looking at the Russ, same deal here. Consolidate, drop, gap open, and then consolidate, right? And then if we look at the NASDAQ, consolidate, gap down, consolidate, come back up. NASDAQ actually had a wild week last week, but I didn't have very many plays that were going into that. So that's it for the weekly update. Make sure to hit like and subscribe on our YouTube video channel. Make sure to check out our other videos that we have. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to go to our website. Make sure to join our Discord right down here. You can just hit this join free down here. If you have any questions, you can always go down here and take out, and go fill in your name, your email, subject, message, and all that good stuff, and then go from there. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you in just a couple of days to make the weekly swing update for the 16th. So happy trading, and we'll see you later.